First John 3, verse 16, hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. Again, what I was getting into, okay? Yahweh Shem Yahshai, despite us coming against him, despite us not believing him, being enemies unto him, right? He still laid down his life for us. And he set that example up for us to do, right? Despite people coming against us, despite people being angry, upset, wanting to fight, etc., right? We still lay down our lives. We still suffer, right? We still try to do the right thing all the way up until the end, right? We don't stop, right? There is no, oh, I did this good this many times, so I'm straight. No, we got to keep doing it, right? We're trying to work off this big debt, right? Not only sin, but also basically, yeah, sin. We're trying to work off that sin debt, right? There's been emancipation and proclamation, pretty much, which is a ownership from one person to another person, right? So we went from in debt to the law to being in debt to Yahushua, right? So anybody who doesn't pay that price has to die, right? If you don't pay the price, you have to die, okay? And what's that price? That price is love. That's all you got to do. Love as you want the Father to love you. That's simple. And if you don't, because at the end of the day, everything that we do is going to be brought back. So if you're a person who's about love, forgiveness, and mercy, right? That's going to come back to you. But if you're a person who's about vengeance, destruction, being unmerciful, holding on to grudges, you're getting that back too, right? You're getting all that back too. Whatever you dishing out is what you're going to get back, right? Whatever you dish out is what you're going to get back. This is 1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Right? So we're not loving in words. We're not putting on a talk show, right? We're called to a duty, right? And like I was saying earlier, the Lord, He's going to make sure. Listen, if you want forgiveness, He's going to give it to you at first. He's going to give it right to you free of cost. But when you read that fine print, it's going to say what? You better make sure you give that shit back when you're called upon, right? And your number is going to get called. You want that forgiveness? Fine. The Lord's going to set it up to where somebody's going to do something bad to you, right? And you're going to be in a position to where, are you going to forgive them or hold a grudge, right? The Lord is going to put you in that situation. I guarantee you, right? And if you don't show it, now the Lord is looking at you crazy like, hold on, wait. You want me to forgive you, but you're not going to forgive him? Right? Same thing with everything you ask for. The Lord is going to put you in that position just to see if you're willing to give out what you ask him to receive. Okay? That's what it all boils down to. Let me see. This is Ecclesiasticus 28:1. He that revenges shall find vengeance from the Lord, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance. Right? So Yahweh Shem Yahshua, if you all about revenge, you're going to get that revenge. But it's not going to be you getting the revenge for your sake, right? It's going to be the Lord chasing you down for that, right? He's going to keep what? Your sins in remembrance. So you want vengeance? You don't want to let things go? Fine. Now you're going to have to be destroyed. Your sins are going to be remembered. The Lord is not going to forgive you, right? Because you want to hold on to things. You want vengeance, because that's what vengeance is. Vengeance and revenge is you seeking your own personal justice, right? In a negative way. Your own personal negative outcome, right? However you deem to get it, right? You're seeking this out as a payment, a punishment for what has happened unto you, right? And we know that what vengeance belongs to the Lord, right? So if you want to get vengeance, that's fine, but the Lord is going to be coming. The Lord is going to be coming to give you exactly what you want, that vengeance. It says, forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee, so shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest, right? So if you want forgiveness, you got to be willing to forgive, right? It says forgive. So when you go to pray, you get forgiveness. I mean, it doesn't, that's just like close the book on it. Our Christians, so-called Christians, read that John 3:16 and close the book. Well, this is a close the book moment right here. That's a close the book script. Forgive. So when you ask for forgiveness, you won't get it, right? You don't want to. You hate Tito down the block, right? You hate Ashley at the job, right? You ain't talked to your you ain't talked to your blood brother in 3 years, right? You put a curse on your mom, right? You in these situations, and then you turn around and had a nerve to ask for forgiveness from the Lord. How? How you gonna ask for forgiveness if you don't even have any forgiveness? You got nothing, right? You got nothing. And that was another thing. That's another point I make a lot, but it's about the things that we ask for. It's only going to be things that we're putting out, because this is like, I made a video called "Pay Your Insurance," right? Where your insurance is something that you pay every month. So when you need something that follows under the parameters that you pay for, whatever you chose, right? When you need something, you have somebody to help you out, to lean on, right? I remember like last month, I ran out of gas. Called the insurance, they brought me some gas, right? Maybe 2 months before that, car broke down. Called the insurance. They told me to the shop, right? I don't need it every day. These things doesn't happen every day, but when it do happen, since I'm paying my bill, they're going to show up, right? Now, it's like with same thing in the faith, right? You don't gotta you don't have to sin every day, but when you do sin, you want that forgiveness, and the only way to get it is if you've been forgiven, right? Is if you have the love, compassion, and mercy. That's our insurance. That's the currency in which we use to buy things in the spirit. Is the love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, meekness, faith, goodness, temperance. These are the things that we use to buy what we need, right? And if you're not paying that all the time, right? Because you can do something. It's hard. It's hard to not be in a spirit, to not be in a position to be in a spirit every day, right? I'm gonna try to think of one thing today. Trying to think of something, be vague at the same time. This is a little small one. Matter of fact, earlier, I'm riding in the car, right? Stop at the stop sign, and it's a busy intersection, right? And I stopped, let the lady go past. I didn't have to do that. I went out of my way to do that. I didn't have to do that, right? And that's typically what the spirit entails: doing things you don't have to do, but doing it because you want to do it, and because the Father wants you to do it. It's not about doing things that you have to do. It's not about, because this is not a thing that we have to do. That's not the mindset you want to have. All right, I'm doing it because I have to do it, right? No, you're doing it because you want to do it, right? And also a bonus because the Father wants you to do it, right? It's just good and feels good to be good, right? Doing things for people, right? It just feels good to do good, and it should. It should. It should feel good. If it doesn't feel good for you to do good, you should pray, because something ain't right. Right? Something ain't right here. But every single day that goes past, it should be something. It should be something that falls under the category of charity or love that you should do. Right? Sometimes being quiet, sometimes not reacting to certain things can be love. Right? Somebody come up to you and they say something mean to you, whatever. Right? Somebody disrespect you, cut in front of you with line. Right? And you let it slide. Right? That's long suffering. That's a part of that love. But again, every day you're going to be put in different situations every single day. Satan does not take days off. Right? Anybody in the faith knows that. Satan does not take days off. Right? Not one day. He's grinding every single day. Right? Stay plotting. Right? He don't sleep. He got no chills. Him or his boys. Right?